Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Listen, Gordon, I know you're like one of the newer guys here, so I don't want to disrespect you too
already.
much, okay? But don't ever let these words come out of your mouth. I love Jack Flaherty. At least around me. Can you do that favor to me? Okay. Yeah, if you love Jack Flaherty, that's okay. You can go love Jack Flaherty. And you and KG and Maz can all go in the corner and love Jack Flaherty. And that's okay. But just don't say that around me, please. That's all I ask.
What's going on in here?
It's a big pot of love.
I love Jack Flaherty.
Never.
I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world.
You guys better knock this off. I'm out. What?
When he's good.
Well,
Say that again, one more time.
When he is good.
That's the problem.
There you go.
Grab
When
a
is
quarter. Grab a quarter. There's
Yeah,
no in
flip
between. Grab a quarter, flip it up. Up, I got good Jack today.
We did.
Woo! And if
On
I
Jackie
flip it up
Day,
and it's
man.
tails, up, it's bad Jack.
Look, if he gets past the third inning, it's good Jack.
Well,
Whoa!
I was scared in the fifth. I ain't gonna. When he loaded the bases in the fifth, I'm like, here we go
Well,
again.
he likes that.
Here we
Jack,
go again.
well, Jack is very interesting because, what makes the Jack Flaherty experience so unique is you never know. You don't know. Oh, he's sailing. And then, like KG, it's like, here he is.
Yep.
My man showed.
Sometimes he loves
My
to put
man.
on the high vis
My
and
Denzel
start
Wood.
conducting
Yes.
traffic.
I started watching my phone around that time to see if anything invisible popped up.
Maz,
He
I
was
was
ready.
searching.
I know he was.
I had some
He
pictures
was
ready.
ready.
You were ready.
On the ready.
Now, do you have a picture, a headshot of every Tiger ready to go for invisible?
Pretty much.
You know, the thing that bothers me the most is they don't have them showing the pitch anymore.
No, they don't.
That was my favorite. That was always my favorite picture. Like, here's JB from the morning show, and there's JB showing the ball. You're not hitting this. Oh, no. I'm even going to show you the pitch that I'm throwing.
That's hilarious.
Props, though.
Good Jack.
Good Jack.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Do-rag Jack. I swear he
Yeah.
was wearing the do-rag yesterday. On Jackie Robinson Day, as Gordon pointed out.
shout out.
I think it was only right. I think it was
Shout
only
out.
right.
Could you imagine Jackie with a do-rag
Oh,
on?
man. What?
What's up, Mr. Ricky?
Right.
Right?
I don't know. They had them greasy-ass hairstyles in the 40s and 50s, so maybe he did have one. Who knows?
You know what I was thinking about? Every time Jackie Robinson Day comes up and everyone's got the 42 with the blank back, because they didn't have names on their jerseys back in the day, I keep thinking, boy, that costs a lot of money to put all those. You just got to wear them, and that's it. You don't wear them anymore. It's over. So I guess maybe they put them out and fans could buy them game worn or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point.
Don't they have new jerseys for every single game? They just
No,
pump
they
them out.
wash.
They do?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
they got laundry.
I
man.
wonder if they sell those.
they got to sell them.
Like KG could get a Javi Baez
Yeah,
42.
game worn.
Oh, I would love one.
Game
Please,
worn.
someone.
No.
Anybody in the chat that wants to give me a Javi
Okay,
jersey, I'll
listen,
take it.
listen.
you.
That slide was
No,
sick.
thank you.
Oh, it was.
That
badass.
slide
It
was
was.
sick.
I know Neil was turning
El
in his
Mago.
bed somewhere.
He's Mago. He's
El
magic.
Mago.
He's
Yeah.
magic.
The magician, man.
He is magic.
I
No,
just
thank
listen.
you.
I can talk a lot of stuff, and Gordon, I'm not trying to pick on you. I hope you know that. Much
No,
love.
I'm here for it.
I just don't want to hear "I love Jack Flaherty" in a sentence ever again.
Okay.
Can his wife say that?
Can his
honestly?
wife say that? It's crazy.
I joke. I kid.
I think I
he
like you,
infuriates
Jack.
me. I'm sorry. There's, cause it's there. You see it. It kind of reminds me of Rick Porcello back in the day.
Oh, man. I hate
All right,
it.
this is it. It's gonna click. It's gonna click, and then Rick goes Rick. Oh, it drove me out of my mind.
You want
Hated
to Cy
Rick
Young?
Porcello, man. He did. Somehow.
He won a Cy.
Somehow. he
I
did.
want you to look at that man's overall career records and see some of the comparatives.
I know.
That's so Rick Porcello. It was he'd have 2 good starts, 2 bad starts. He'd have a good year, he'd have a bad year. Made me pull hair out of my head. Just pull it, and that's the same routine I get with Jack Flaherty.
I get it. 5 in a row. Went seal.
Shout out.
That's another 8th inning win for the Tigers.
Good for him.
2 in a row in the 8th inning. His first hit of the year, because he hasn't been up for more than a week.
Yeah.
And a home run to win it. And Kenley Jansen, he's all alone now in third. He was the other day, and he just moves a little closer now to the top two. He's not going to catch him, but a pretty good ninth inning to finish that game. And
the mighty Twins lost. Remember how you said yesterday the Twins never lose? As soon as you said that, I was like, yes.
Thank God.
Yes, that's good. That's the Maz gave him the kiss of death.
Now, I got tickets for this afternoon.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think you're.
What's my odds?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just looking here. Hold on.
40% chance of rain.
Ain't gonna happen.
All right, so right now, at least, it goes to where your location is.
Yeah.
100% chance rain at 9, 75 at 10, 70 at 11, 55 at 12, 60 at 1,
Ooh.
50 at 2,
Ooh.
40 at 3, 30 at 4.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Maybe they keep him. Maybe they draw it out and a couple delays.
Well, where's... all right, well, the big question is Detroit has to fly to Boston.
Right. For
All right.
4 games, by the way. They play Monday, Patriots Day, 11 o'clock in the morning.
And then where does Kansas City has to fly to New York?
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable if you push the
Yeah.
start time back.
It's an hour flight to
Yeah,
New York.
it's not bad.
No.
It's not bad.
I think we got a shot to
Now,
get
do you
this
got
one
tickets today, or do you got tickets today?
in. I got Drew. Drew and I are going to the Champions Club.
There it is.
Of course.
Now,
There it is.
Sneaking in.
now, my good buddy Dan Gutowski rooting for a rain out because we had a lunch date that I'm going to break to go to the game. But he's rooting for a rain out, so the lunch date can stay on.
All right.
All right.
So
Man.
Guts, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're gonna get this one in now.
I hope so. I hope so. It's nice. Like, honestly, I'm not being cheesy. When your team's winning, you feel better.
God, yeah.
Like, honest to God,
You get pride.
Well, do you know what it is? It's also kind of sad and pathetic that your sports teams dictate your moods. It is. But are you guys, like, seriously, are you guys like that? Like,
Oh, yeah.
my
100%.
mood is dictated by
1000%.
how my sports teams do.
Especially the Lions. Especially the Lions.
It's insane. I told you that's how I had to take my power back from the Lions. Okay? When I hear I'm Lions free, number one, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Number two, that's never going to be me, okay? But what I can control is when I come home after doing some kind of show back in the day, whether it be the radio or TV, I can control walking in the house and my kids taking a look at me and going, I'm going to stay away from Dad for the next couple hours. So what I would do is I'd go, okay, you're Dad now, and I'd come in and go, hey, kids, Dad, I'm sorry the Lions lost. That's okay. You want to get an ice cream?
The ice cream really for you, though.
That was the
Specifically
only,
ice
that
cream.
was, let's head to the cider mill. That was the only way
Cider
that
mill.
I could defeat, that was my sanctuary.
All right.
Cider
Oh, yeah.
Mill Sundays was my sanctuary.
Yep.
I'm not doing this today. I'm going to the cider mill.
I
Dad
think
is
one of the
upset.
worst beatings
No,
I
he
ever
isn't.
got from one of my parents, I'm not going to specify who, was when I dropped a F-bomb in front of my grandma.
Oh.
It was, remember that
That's always good.
that Falcons game where I think it was Golden Tate was like right on the line.
Oh,
but
I
they
was
didn't-
at
they
that
didn't-
No.
game. Yeah, the 10
I don't
second
have
runoff.
any memory of that,
So,
Gordon.
yeah.
10-second runoff game. I was there.
So
That's
I
another
was
Lions
watching
rule.
that with my grandma and some other family,
Oh, that game
and I
was
would
tough.
just scream, what the just screamed it, and yeah, Grandma snitched on me, and I got whooped.
Wow.
Oh, Grandma.
Grandma
No.
snitched?
No, listen, I love Grandma, but I was like
She's a rat.
11 years old. Like, you know what I
Damn,
mean?
you was
Even
11
then,
during that.
hey, even now, I still can't. You can't be swearing in front of Grandma.
No,
I
you
would have.
can't.
Fact.
You gotta
you
keep
can't,
it-
Okay,
you
fact.
can't be swearing in front of Grandma.
I'm just surprised that she snitched because grandmas usually don't snitch.
Usually
Yeah,
they
Grandma's
don't, but
usually
I crossed
cool.
the line. It was an F-bomb. If it was a damn or a hell, we could get away with it, but the F-bomb,
My
not
dad would have
happening.
been smiling like the butcher's dog. Oh, you're so dead when you get home. He would have been, oh, this is what I've been waiting for.
My mother-in-law tells my girls, who are her grandkids, what happens at grandma's stays at grandma's. That's their rule. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. But 5 wins in a row, 9-9 on the year.
Yep.
One more to go with
And a
KC,
sweep.
4 with the Red Sox.
Ty,
Then back home for the Brewers.
obviously, the McGonagall thing that happened like right after we got off the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
It's a
we'd
good
be remiss
signing.
if we didn't. It's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart.
You know what it reminded me of? Do you remember back in the day when Magic Johnson got his 25-year contract for, guess how much, Kenny?
How much?
$25 million.
Wow.
$1 million a year.
That's insane.
That was the biggest contract ever given out to an athlete at that moment.
Wow.
25 for 25.
So, Maz, are you insinuating that it's smart
Yes.
to
But not for the Lions.
Yeah, right.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you
Knew that.
insinuating it's smart to make a long-term deal now?
Excuse me. No
that looks good
salary.
in a couple years?
No salary cap. Salary cap.
Thank you, Maz.
Financial
Apples and
constraint.
oranges.
Absolutely.
It's a good job.
I think it's smart business anytime you can look back and say in 2 years that's an incredible value.
I think it peaks
I think it's
out.
smart business.
I think it peaks out at 23, 24 million a year in the latter years. He's here till 30.
I want to reiterate, even for the Lions, if you can sign a deal today that looks like a deal, an incredible deal, 2 years from now, that's a win. I don't.
As long as the guy's healthy.
That's
Yeah.
how you know what you do, because in the present day, you're showing everybody, yeah, you're damn right we're serious, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that not only the guys in your system, but the Tigers are serious. And then in a couple of years you look really smart.
Yeah.
That to me, that's it. I think it's just good. I think it's good business across the board.
So you're
course.
saying Scott Harris, congratulations.
I'm giving him 100%.
So Colt Keith,
but the good
Kevin
news
McGonigal.
is, but the
I mean,
good
Colt
news
Keith is working out to this point.
when this contract's over, and if he becomes everything that we think him to be, he can just tear Scooble out of here. That'll be wonderful for everybody.
yeah.
What you getting them for?
But for the next 8 years, yeah, you have to give him credit.
Yeah, you getting him for an extra 3 years. He'll be a free agent at 30 years old now. And for a team that is not clearly going to go out in free agency and go get the big name and spend hundreds and millions of dollars on players, this is the way to go. Especially when you know guys like Kevin McGonigal, who, instantly in 3 weeks, you can tell this kid's a pro. This kid's going to be your shortstop / maybe second or third base of the future for years to come. I have no problem with this deal at all. This even makes more sense than the Colt Keith deal did a couple years back. So, and that's starting to work out for you as well.
He
So,
signs his guys, right?
yeah.
He likes his guys.
This is smart. You give him full credit, but you have to look at it in its totality. And I'm serious when I say this. I'm not being swarmy, okay? Are we going to go through the exact same scenario that we're living through right now with Tarek Skubal for this kid?
Maybe.
If this kid becomes everything that we think him to be, let's say he becomes a legitimate, no debate star.
Yeah.
Not the Riley Green, not the Torque. I mean, a legitimate star.
He already on pace for Rookie of the Year.
Are we then going to have this same conversation 8 years from now?
I doubt it. It's a different world then. It's a different world.
It depends what the landscape sits by.
All I care about
Yeah.
is this year right now. That's all I care about. Win this year, and baseball's going to be different next year. We all know that.
Yeah.
If there
And
is baseball.
If there is baseball. Here's Kevin McGonigal talking about his, after he got his deal, he's got his parents there. What a humble kid this guy is. Here it is.
Mom, Dad, I dreamed about this growing up. We talked about it growing up, so I'm happy you're here sharing the moment with me. And just all the time you spent, all the money you spent to get me to this point. It means a lot. Love you guys. Happy you're here with me and sharing this moment with me.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys.
It's a sweet, classy kid right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It warms your heart for the parents. I mean, how do you know you got that guy as a parent? How do you know you're not one of those parents that are pushing your kid like in machine pitch softball, machine pitch baseball, and they keep pushing you and pushing you? Did you see that kid yesterday? They were putting out online. He was a hardball player, young, not even in high school yet. Hits a walk-off home run or hits a home run, jams the bat down, and like he was Vladdy Guerrero. Did you see that video yesterday?
No.
I got to find it for you, because that's the kind of kid that, I don't know, I feel like dotting him in the eye next time he gets up to bat. That bugs the hell out of me. It does. This kid is just a classy kid. But how do you know you got that kid? How do you know?
You got to have a
kid be his
passion.
own kid.
Yeah.
If I had a dime for the amount of time somebody said to me, "I can't believe your son didn't play hockey," I would be a rich man.
Right.
Because my son isn't me. I want him to do what he wants to do.
Exactly.
He wanted to play baseball. He wanted to play lacrosse. Have a ball. That stuff drives me nuts, man.
And you can normally tell if the kid's passionate about it. That's it.
Go with it.
Then you go with it.
Go with it.
And if he's
That's
talented,
his
even
life.
better. Like if he's talented and passionate, then you get Kevin McGonigal.
That's his life.
Yeah.
Hey, Maz, and all jokes aside, in fairness to Scott Harris, I don't think that people can really take a shot at him in this regard. He's done a good job of bringing, to use your quote, his guys along. He has. He's developed some guys, and it looks real, okay?
Yeah.
You know my issue with Scott Harris, okay?
Yep.
At trade deadline, you're supposed to make your team better. He has failed miserably.
He has.
Sorry. Across the board. Miserably. That's a red flag.
But the sheriff.
Oh, this kid's good. I like this kid.
JB, I just sent you that video.
This guy.
Gordo, boy, Gordo's really trying to piss me off today. I love Jack Flaherty and the sheriff. You're doing a good job, Gordo.
We got his card in the TD booth.
sheriff.
We got his baseball card sitting there every single
Stay
time.
on baseball a minute. JB, I just sent you that video.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, we got to play this video. Let us know when you have it. But the Tigers, 5 in a row now, even up now at 9-9, heading into today's matinee. We'll see if we can get it in now.
Probably won't, but
if we don't, they head to Boston for 4 games. But at least they're in. They're playing well. It makes you feel good again about your team.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had some worries. We did.
100%.
yeah, 500 again too, right? So,
Yeah, 9-9.
Yep.
Got to win the division. I'm sorry if you don't win this
Gotcha.
division. I'm going to say this division's crap. I've
Oh,
said it for 3
yeah, I was
years.
about to say,
I'll
but Sean, the
continue to say it.
division, it sucks. How can the
It's-
Tigers not win it?
Come on. It's
Yeah.
I feel like we've been saying that for the past 3 years.
I know, right? Deja vu, man.
Here we
Dude,
go.
I'm telling you, KG and I was in with you and Neil. I remember I said that in 24, and people were furious.
Run that
What are you
back
talking
again,
about?
JB.
Look at the playoff teams in the division. I'm like, you have a historically bad White Sox team
Yeah.
that every record in the division went like this because everybody feasted on them.
It's a fact.
Like that, come on. Take a
Minnesota
little deeper.
collapsed that year too.
Yep.
Yep. Let me see this.
Run it back. Start it again,
Sorry
JB.
about that, JB.
You're good.
This is look
This
at
is
it.
so
Look
funny.
at it. Look at this kid.
I love it. Ricochets comes
Yeah,
back
almost hits
at
his
him
head.
and he bats it down again. That's
Look at him.
actually an elite bat flip.
It
but
is. I'm
it's
not gonna
kind of
lie.
cringe
It's
for
just-
12U.
This ain't
It's
high
saucy.
school. This is just a
This is like 12U.
yeah. Look at this kid.
It's saucy though. I can't lie.
It's-
Ooh, and the dunk.
Oh, with the dunk celebration, Maz, I can't lie. This kind of fly.
I know. Well, there are guys like you that
Let-
call guys like
Hey,
me
let the-
out.
let
It's
the
kinda
kids
I'm
have
an
fun.
old man. Let the kid have fun. I'm sorry.
This is what baseball needs. I'm telling you.
I know, but come on, man.
Honestly, it takes like one good coach to stamp all of this out of a kid, though.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
if he's getting good at this level and having fun, and then I don't know, he gets to high school and has a real,
Look,
real asshole as a
I
head
love
coach.
I love the bat flip. I do in the majors. Just me.
I don't mind that.
No?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
all
do
right.
that.
Yeah, I don't
Let
mind.
the
Okay.
kids be
I don't-
kids,
I don't-
man. The kids gonna do that.
That's fine.
I don't. Like, you know
can
what,
have our
though, man?
opinion.
Like, I get it. In this regard, I'm not old school. Like, Don Cherry. Don Cherry used to go nuts at guys having goal celebrations.
Yeah.
Okay? He would get really mad at Alexander Ovechkin in particular. I'm sure it had nothing to do with the fact he was a Russian.
I know. Not at all.
But anyway, I disagree. Bring some fun to it. You know, do a little bit of this.
I love the
Score
hockey
a goal,
celebration.
Do a little
Now,
bit
as
of
a
this.
skipper, you should pay attention and keep an eye on that for sure. Make sure the kid's not getting too big for his britches, but you let the kids have fun.
Well,
man.
and you know what you tell them? At some point in time, somebody's going to ask for payment.
Yep. There you go.
You know, if you want to go down that road, just know this: that pitcher might make a mental note of that,
Yep.
and put a welt on your lower back the next
Exactly.
time he faces you.
Yeah.
You know, I just
might get a receipt. Yeah.
There are repercussions. There might be payment due, past due. There's a lot of past due going on
No
right
question.
Yeah.
now.
a lot of fans do.
I'm trying to think of the Blue Jay who threw the bat.
Bautista.
Yeah, Jose. Yeah.
Shout out Jose Bautista.
That was great.
Mickey
Joey Bats.
sure served
And then
him up.
who met him at second base? And
Odor. Yeah.
Wasn't that great?
He jacked.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Oh.
jacked
You remember when
the hell
old
out of
Dork
him.
Yeah, rough that old
That
dude.
shit was
Dude,
so
he
funny.
jacked.
It's payback.
Yeah, here's Big Joey
Yeah.
Bats,
Yeah.
right? And little old
Rough that old dude.
just
He
jacked
dotted him.
Oh, he did. He
Dotted
got him
him.
good.
Classic fight.
Yeah, he got him good.
So watch out, kid.
Yeah, so let's see, and again, you guys, I'm sorry, this is where I draw the line. I've heard so much about so many prospects that I'm proceeding with skepticism. Not so much with McConaughey, but some of the other Magic names that we heard of. It'd be great, but you know what? I would love if Scott at trade deadline could help the team. I would really love that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, another
Or
right-handed
how about
bat.
just don't hurt the team?
Yeah, right. Another right-handed bat for this lineup. I think we'll be in pretty good shape. So.
Yep.
Speak easy. Everyone's against me here. Boo, let him have fun. What if he doesn't make the majors? Oh, Maz.
Maz, who do you hate more? That kid that did the double bat flip, or the kid that wouldn't give you the extra tuna from Subway?
Oh, Gordon with the tough.
I don't
question.
hate any kid. I don't.
Do you think that the kid playing baseball was on the spectrum?
You're looking at a guy that coached the Lemon Drops for about 9 years. All right, the softball Lemon Drops. I love when kids have a great time playing ball. It is
I
what
love
it is.
when
What
Matt
it
says
is.
I don't hate anybody.
I don't.
Because
He
once
absolutely-
every 10 days, he's good for just looking at me and going, I hate you.
So you don't hate LeBron James, is what you're
Well,
saying?
yeah, I do. That's
I know you hate the
I thought you
Dodgers.
didn't hate
We were just
anybody.
talking about
Do you hate the
this.
Boston Red Sox?
Ah.
Do you hate Fenway Park?
Do you hate Red Arbor?
Ooh.
What about that leprechaun?
Oh, I despise
All
that.
right, guys,
son of a-
take it easy on Maz. We're gonna
Honestly.
He said he didn't hate anybody.
guys.
Hey.
Guys, we gotta take it easy.
Shout out to Flannel Sam. I caught Flannel Sam on my way in here today.
A
out
wild
Sam
flannel
Flannel.
Sam.
Yep, love you, brother.
Shout out,
Yeah,
man.
shout
I
out
miss that
Flannel,
guy.
man.
He really.
I got a nice text from him when Michigan won the basketball natty because if you tuned into the Woo Crew, we had a lot of days talking about Jawan, man. So we came a long way. So
Boy, they come a long way from those days.
yeah.
We haven't come a long way with the Red Wings.
Unfortunately, not.
We should break and come back for your soliloquy.
Did you? Wow, you read
Eulogy.
my mind. I just made KG happy. That's gross. That's an organizational problem that happened last night. And you all better start.
Wow,
y'all
it
better
looked
start
bad.
waking
Wasn't it
up
like
and
5-1
realizing-
by the second period?
That's
It was
orga-
bad.
Listen, there's an organizational problem right now. If you don't want to admit it,
They
I don't know what to tell you.
They quit.
I don't know
Yeah,
what to tell
they
you.
could. They could.
You know what my biggest fear is? I'll tell you when we come back.
Good.
Yeah.
All right?
Is it safe to say the Red Wings are baby meat?
Maz, are they? Would you call them baby meat?
No, they're not even that good.
Damn. Damn.
All right, where are we going?
$2
JB?
steak.
We got to hear from Planet Fitness and then Pure Psychiatry. But first, let me clear up these super chats. Shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring our super chats of the day. We got $2 from Silas. He sends
Shout
in.
out.
He said, Twins first team to 11. I smell a collapse.
I kept some receipts. Did you know that? I kept some receipts. Maz and KG, I'll show you during the break.
Okay.
I kept some receipts.
I'm liking it.
And I'll just say this, KG, you remember a couple of years ago we had a guy tell us how JJ was going off for 250 and 3
I
touchdowns?
do remember that, yeah.
The same guy
Oh,
struck
stop
back.
it. Stop it.
I didn't say anything. I took a screenshot and said, we'll talk.
Yep.
We'll talk.
Mr. Minnesota, we got you.
Oh, I say,
saved
I
it.
do save. Now, I'm going to tell you, I told you this yesterday. I save receipts, but I very rarely turn them in.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
gotta be the
do I
right
turn
moment.
them in.
Gotta be
Very
right.
rarely. But I save them. Oh, I save them. And if I need them for a rainy day, I had them all categorized.
Right, Rabbit. Come on.
If somebody wants to get real mouth with me,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I sounded like my dad.
Sir, I'd like to return this sports take you had.
That's what my dad would call me, mouth. I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah, of course you
You know what, mouth?
Mouth. That's
I was
great.
just mouth.
At 26, that's a little wild, but this is pause worthy on
One
that.
thing I don't like is a smart ass. I always heard
Things
that.
like that. You know what, mouth? You just don't know when to shut
You
up.
know what, mouth?
It's impossible for you to shut your mouth. And then I'd chirp at him and he'd go, see? And there's only one way to shut a mouth. And he'd
One way to shut.
He'd
One
warm
of
that
these
fist
days,
up.
Sean. One of
But
these
you know what
days.
my mindset was? I'm going to get my ass kicked anyway. I may as
Right.
well get my shots in.
That's awesome.
You feel good about yourself? You can't stop. You feel good about yourself? That's all I want to know.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Nighty-night.
Obama.
Oh,
There's the belt.
we got $1.99.
Dad had a hard job.
We got $1.99 from our guy Freddie Phillips sending in. He said, "You know the Red Wings collapsed again." G-Mac Cash voice.
Damn, man.
Chef Geach.
Right.
There are a few
He's the
guys-
Chef Geach is
There are a
not
few
the
guys
guy,
in
man.
the chat I could turn some receipts in on, but I'm not going to.
That's all people, all black people don't look and sound
There are a
alike.
few guys,
Come on.
they know who they are.
Kenny.
They know who
Just
they
say
are.
it, man. You do that
There are a
every
few guys
time.
that took some shots earlier and things like that.
What
That's
you got
okay.
against Chef Geach?
I want
I
the team
have
to do
nothing
well.
against Chef Geach. He's not Chef Geach.
All right.
We gonna get Chef Geach on the show, and you gonna answer for these tapes you got.
There's a debt. That's a good
Right,
point.
yeah.
There's a debt.
There is a debt. Shout out to our guy Showtime Tate sending in $4.99. He said, "Shout out to the Woodward Sports fam. I appreciate y'all. 4 years vet. I'm proud to say I am the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Hey.
I love you, Haley." What?
Aw,
That's his girl, man. Shout out, man.
Hey,
and that's Devin.
hey.
That's Devin from Inkster. Shout out to you, brother. You
Dude,
know,
big
you already
time.
know you family over here. So.
Love it. Love it.
Enjoy it now, buddy.
Shout out. We got another $5 from Silas. He sends in. He said, "Funny enough, in 2024, the Tigers were the one team who didn't benefit from playing the White Sox. The Tigers lost to them more than any other ALC team."
Of course.
Wasn't it? Correct me if
Wow.
I'm. Wasn't the record still absurd though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like like the record against the White Sox was still but to his point, I think everybody else really feasted.
Yeah.
Couldn't get up for the White Sox.
Nah.
By the way, of course, the most historic collapse in the one team in their division that couldn't capitalize the
Yeah.
Tigers.
Amazing.
Doesn't surprise me.
And
Amazing.
one more from our guy Devin the Dog, $4.99. He said, "YNs unite." Hey KG, they're installing drones to catch you parking wrong.
I don't know, man. The law is after me right now. I'm
Oakland
a
County.
wanted man. I'm a fugitive right
What
now.
happened? Philip?
How they
Philip-
Bookham Gutierrez tried to fucking tow my car yesterday, so I had to give her a piece of my mind.
Honestly,
Wait,
Yeah, no, seriously.
Tried to tow.
Tried to tow my
where
vehicle.
Where did you park?
Right here, right up front. And I
Wait
didn't
a
move my
second.
car.
Tow.
Yeah, tow. She was out there with an actual cop from Birmingham Police Department, and they tried to tow my car yesterday. Yes.
What?
You were parked legally.
Not write you a ticket.
No.
Not practice.
No, because they have a limit, I guess. You get a certain amount of tickets, then they trying to tow you, so.
Now, did you have the Jeep?
Yeah.
What?
Fuck the police. No, I'm talking, but it's what we
I'm
got
so
it handled.
confused.
Wow.
Listen, you can't keep a good brother down for too long, man. I'm gonna fight the power every time, so it's all good.
You know who you
We
can
don't give
call.
in to the man.
You need justice.
I do need justice.
You do.
We all need justice.
I might have to make a call.
1989, a number, another summer. Get down, sound of the funky drummer. When you say fight the power, my brain goes
Yeah.
immediately back to PE, man. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell
there
you.
you go.
All right, so Planet Fitness is for everyone. Over 2,700 clubs nationwide, over 50 in Metro Detroit alone. You can get access to the Black Card Spa where you can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a guest free anytime. It's just $24.99 a month. Shout out to my Planet Fitness Northville. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. And want to talk to you about Pure Psychiatry. Get serious for a second because, we talk about sports every day, wins, losses, pressure, expectations. Real life, that is a far different story. Just know this, at Woodward Sports, you are never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. Not that cookie cutter thing, it works for this, it works for them, it works for her. No. They're going to find something that works for you. 16 locations in Michigan, 2 in Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, by all means do it. Visit PurePsychMI.com. There it is on your screen, PurePsychMI.com.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well,
Why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Woodward Sports is your #1 source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Terry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's #1 sports network.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that. Don't just survive. Thrive.
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Okay, guys.
You can't say things like that.
Why not?
Right before we go on.
Hey, I got BlackRock to talk about, guys. Tomorrow, it's here.
No lies detected.
The heavyweights and D-Mac heading up to the Sioux. Another food review for these guys. I don't know. They got all the good gigs. BlackRock Bar and Grill, brand new in the Keewatin Casino up in Sault Ste. Marie. Get there early. Our legend, your legend, our favorite son, Darren McCarty will be there at 4 o'clock for a meet and greet, talk some hockey with him. We're going to talk a little Red Wings coming up here. You can complain. You can. D-Mac's going to tell you like it is. So get on up there tomorrow. BlackRock Bar and Grill inside the new Keewatin Casino in Sault Ste. Marie. It's the heavyweights and D-Mac. It's not just a meal. It's an experience. You got to experience it at blackrockrestaurants.com. See you tomorrow.
So, Maz, you know this very quickly before we get into the Red Wing stuff. It's always funny when somebody goes to the UP for the first time because, like, when you hit the bridge, you think you're almost there. And you're not almost there.
Nope, a lot of one-lane highways,
You are not almost there. Now, the Sioux isn't so bad. The Sioux's the straight shot up the gut, okay?
The Greyhounds.
But we're going to Marquette.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. See you in about 3 hours.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, we'll see now. And then you look on the map and you're like, well, Houghton's very close. Houghton's very close to Marquette. Okay, well, we're going to tack on another hour and 45 for you. But people don't get that when you go to the UP.
And then do it in the snow.
Munising is like an hour, you know.
I love Munising.
Munising is
It's one
beautiful.
of my favorite places. We always kayak there. Oh, man.
Oh, see,
Like
I
the
always
Pictured
do
Rock
the
tour?
hike. We always hike the trails above, but I always want to do the kayaks below because I always see the people.
Go.
Yeah,
Like highly recommended.
I got
Seriously.
to.
I love Munising.
Yeah.
First time I went in, it was a whiteout. And I'm holding on to that steering wheel, and I'm behind this big tractor trailer. I can't see anything. I'm just holding on. I hope I'm going the right direction, and I hope I'm going to make it. I'm in this little white Honda Civic.
Could you imagine if we had a video cam of that?
That was way back in the day.
Oh, my gosh.
That was way back in the day. I've been there lots of times, but That was my first.
Don't go if you don't like water activities. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you I went in Lake Superior in August. I almost froze to death.
In August?
Yeah, in August.
You're talking about the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I one of my buddies.
depends
We were
what part.
were in Marquette. We were jumping off the Black Rocks on the bay, and we thought we almost lost him. He slipped and hit his back.
Ouch.
And it was so funny too because we got it was our he's a little bit of a more awkward friend. Shout out my boy Liam.
Yeah.
And we got everybody around us. There was a bunch of people there too. Everybody chanting Liam, Liam, Liam.
Man.
And 3,
Brought him back from the
2,
dead.
Yeah.
1, and he
Smack.
and then bam, and then he falls off, and immediately 3-4 of us we run in the water after him. He was fine.
Yeah.
Dumb luck, but yeah,
That's hilarious.
Thank God.
So the Red Wings season mercifully ended last night. Hey, I guess if you're one of those positive people, and there are some out there, I'm not making this up. This is the high water mark for the Steve Yzerman regime.
Yeah.
92 points. They beat the mark that was set 2 years ago.
Put up the next slide there, JB.
They went 91, 86, 92. There you go. The bad news is you finished 10th in the conference.
Yeesh.
5 points out of the playoffs.
The bad news is, and it's almost like somebody said this 2 years ago, the bad news is you're in the Atlantic Division. The bad news is what a lot of people were saying 2 years ago. I know a guy that was saying it 2 years ago, is happening before our eyes. Montreal has gone like this. Buffalo has gone like this. That's the one that a lot of people didn't expect. Ottawa has gone like this. And the bigger problem to me is people thought Boston was going to go like that. They haven't.
No.
People thought that Tampa was going to dip a little bit. I remember the term that Neil used, and I'm not calling Neil out because I agree with him. I agreed with him. They're beginning their initial descent.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very, not like that, but okay, it's starting to come down. That didn't happen. And if you guys think Florida's going anywhere next year, they are going to be healthy. They are going to be rested. They have everybody coming back. It is going to be retribution.
3 Stanley Cup
for
finals
Florida,
in a row.
For Florida next year.
Revenge tour.
It's a lot of hockey they play.
People are going to pay next year.
Revenge tour.
Like it is legitimately going to be a revenge tour. And then you got the Leafs and you got the Wings. And that's the bigger concern to me. Because right now, I hate to sound like a broken record, there isn't a whole hell of a lot of special with this franchise. There isn't. There's Mo Seider. There's DeBrincat, who I think would even be better if you got him a true facilitator. And one thing that I will speak on, I loved Marco Kasper last year. I couldn't wait to see what Marco Kasper did for an encore. If you told me at the start of the season, KG, you came back in October. What's up, guys? I'm back from mid-April. Okay, what you been smoking, KG? No, seriously. Mid-April. I want you to know, you're the guy that you're talking up. Yeah, Marco Kasper. Yeah, he's gonna have 9 goals. What are you talking about?
In a week?
He had 19 goals and 18 assists last year. Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. He's going to have as many points this season as he had goals last season.
Oh my God.
And even worse, he's going to look lost. He's going to have, what do you have, a minus 20? I think he had a minus 20.
There were very few pluses.
It was bad.
Like, what happened? Right?
Yep. I think Seider was like a +5. Other than that, even Larkin was a -2.
I don't think people around here, I'm sorry, this is going to sound snobby. I don't think people understand how good he is. Like, Mo Seider is special.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it again. I don't think he's the type of guy that'll ever win a Norris Trophy because they love shiny things.
Can I show you the Norris finalists?
Of course you can.
Well, these guys, and I want you to look at the numbers. And JB, you got that slide?
That's what I'm talking about with shiny things.
I want you to look at his numbers. Look at his hits compared to these other defensemen. No, he doesn't have the points. But look at his hits.
They love shiny things.
But it dwarfs the rest of the guys.
I don't think he'll be. Do you want me to place a bet? I think the finalists will be Bouchard, Makar, and Werenski, and I think Werenski's going to win it. just one man's.
I bet you Quinn Hughes will be in there.
In the 3 finals, I don't think he will.
No?
I'm going chalk. I'm going Makar.
Yeah. How could anybody argue with that? I wouldn't.
Safe bet.
But
look at the hits. That's to me what a defenseman.
Okay, I know you hate. What's the word I'm looking for? The come on, why can't you, the advanced metrics?
Oh yeah,
the advanced metrics.
Yeah. Exit velo.
There is an advanced metric that takes all of that stuff into the equation. Like legitimately, there is, and I forget what it's called. I was just I was just looking at it the other day, and so basically
launch angle.
There is a weight put on each category, and according to that, if you put all the categories together, Mo Seider was third. It was Seider third, Lane Hudson second, and Werenski one.
Okay.
So I mean, for what it's worth, for what it's worth.
Well, I'll root for Werenski.
Yeah, I think he wins. Could be. But I never. If you say Cale Makar, how do I go against?
He basically ended the Red Wings season in that shootout.
Wouldn't it be great if Quinn Hughes was a Red Wing? More on that in a second.
Yeah. Great story.
I still say, we tried to get Keith Gave today. I don't know if you guys know this. Maz, you probably know this. I was doing the NTDP games. Those 2 years that Kachuk and Hughes were there. And I told anybody that would listen, and this wasn't just coming from me. This was coming from the scouts that were in the building every single night. Like, you guys, if you have an opportunity to grab either one of these guys, do it. And they couldn't do it with Kachuk because he went 4th overall. Mm-hmm. Who wouldn't want? But you hate his guts. You would love Brady Kachuk here.
I love him.
Brady Kachuk would be an instant legend in this.
It's an American.
People would love him, right? Okay. And then obviously we know what happened with Hughes. We know what happened with Hughes. So I think that's part of what stings about a year like this. If I saw something that would at least make me say, okay, this sucked, but man, I'm excited about this guy, or man, I'm excited about that guy, I might be singing a different tune right now, okay? What are you excited about? No offense to some of the guys here. What are you excited about ASP? Go.
That he got a little taste of what it could be. I
don't know if that's a good thing.
He got humbled. I'm trying to find the right stuff because he was supposed to be the Calder winner.
He was. People hate when you invoke the name of Ken Holland, but I think I mentioned this yesterday.
Long live Kenny.
His quote, "This is a man's league."
Men's league
applies to ASP. Yeah. He was overmatched.
Boy, do I love men's league.
He was overmatched.
Yep.
What do you want me to say? How about your other favorite initials?
Oh, love initials.
I like NBN.
There's a lot of initials on this team.
I wish there was more NBN on this team. Okay?
Agreed.
He's not afraid to throw it around a little bit. All right? But does he look special? Was there anything that jumped out to you about him?
His shot, but he still just does not look fast enough for the NHL.
All right. So,
good call.
Casper. And listen, I said, ooh, I'm really intrigued at this guy. What the hell happened? Right? But don't worry, this is where the kicking the can comes down the road. Don't worry, insert the next name of sure to be stars, right? And I think that's unfortunately where this franchise is at right now. And Todd McClellan's quotes were very telling to me last night.
All year.
He's just shoot straight.
Yeah.
I thought last night.
Boy, did he look pissed.
And I wanna premise this with this is just my opinion, okay? But we're gonna play his comments. I want you to listen to this because he took a shot at the organization. Period. End of story. He did. Here's Todd McClellan from last night.
Todd, was this kind of a fitting end to a disappointing season, do you think? Or?
Well, I don't even know if I'll answer your question, but I'll tell you that we both teams came in with nothing on the line, and you can see their championship pedigree. So I'm going to compliment the Panthers. It runs throughout the organization. They came and they played, and it meant something to them.
This hurt a little bit, just the way you guys came out and just...
Yeah.
Todd, how do you measure the fact that this team made progress in several statistical...
I don't even want to talk about that now. Not even going there. We're good?
Embarrassed? I mean, were you a little bit
yeah,
embarrassed?
I think we all should be. So we'll see you back in.
Thanks, Ted.
Whoa.
It's not what he said, it's what he didn't say.
Yeah.
And when he says they have a championship pedigree, a competitive nature, and it courses through their whole organization,
Indirect shot.
that's a direct shot.
Especially for a team like the Red Wings with the history that they have.
And to me, the key is it courses through their whole organization. Okay? Because right now, whether people want to admit this or not, I don't care. Like, I think we're past that point. There's an organizational problem right now.
Yeah.
There is a lack of depth. There is a lack of special. There is a lack of tenacity and sandpaper and a bunch of things.
Yeah.
And
would you say there's a disconnect between the front office, the coach, and the players? Like, I don't know the direct disconnect, but is a disconnect somewhere between those three groups?
I would think that he and Steve Yzerman are probably on the same page because of, he played under him. He was familiar with him. He was here, the last time they won a cup and everything. But surely there's a disconnect in regards to the guys that are here.
Yeah.
The guys that are here, again, you guys, this is not a shot. I'm speaking factually. For this to happen years running, that's a problem with what you have here. That's a problem. If this was an exception to a rule, that would be one thing. Okay, this was just a weird year, okay? This is years of this running in a row, okay? And I said this all throughout the season, Maz. If 3 coaches in a row are going to call out the guys in the room and say some variation of if not now, when, the message isn't getting through. We need these guys to go out and play 60 minutes every night. Are they all wrong? Are all 3 coaches wrong? Is Blash wrong? Is Lalonde wrong? Is McClellan wrong?
Can't be at this point.
This is an organizational problem. And for Todd to say that last night, it is. It's an organizational problem. And to Coach McClellan, if I'm putting words in your mouth, I apologize adamantly. I mean that, okay? If that's not what you were saying, I apologize adamantly. That's what I took.
What else could he be saying?
When he said, I'm going to start talking about them, and then talks about them in those terms, that's the we've seen out of this franchise.
He didn't want to talk about the progress that maybe the Red Wings have made this year.
You want to talk about the progress? No.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. We ain't even going there.
Was it
crazy.
You the other day? Who was it? Was it you? Or it may have been Trav. They had that
shout out Big Trav
presser right before the season where Carlos asked the question, do you feel like you're under pressure? That you need to get in.
Had to be Trav.
And do you remember Steve answered it? Steve was professional, but he said, well, Carlos, you and I look at progression differently.
Yeah.
And to me, this is about seeing how the young guys move up. This is about seeing how close we are. The whole we want to get back to competing for Stanley Cups. Well, when you look at it like that, okay, and that's fair. If you don't think progression is in the standings or taking a step up, that's fine. That's fine. But I guess I would say, with all due respect to Steve Yzerman, how do you feel about that right now? Now that the 25-26 season has been played, and you had a veteran goalie go on almost a season-long heater.
Yeah.
That, let's be honest, saved your ass. If John Gibson was the John Gibson of the last few years, the Red Wings probably would have had 10 less points and finished 13th or 14th in the gosh damn conference.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
It's tough. And when you talk about those young players, you know who I can say took a big step this year? Mo Sider. I can say that definitively. Anybody else? Am I missing anybody? I don't want to disrespect anybody. Anybody else take a big step this year?
I guess you could say Emmett Finney because he went from being a non-NHL player to a solid NHL player.
A guy that you won't mind having on your fourth line for the rest of your career, right? He's a fourth liner, right?
I mean, yeah, best case scenario for the Red Wings right now, he's a 3C, he turns into a 3C.
That'll get you the cup.
Right.
And no disrespect against the kid. He made his dream come true. He's in the National Hockey League, right?
Yeah.
But he is what he is, right? In fairness, he is what he is. he needs to get a little tougher. Can I throw that out there? I wish he'd a little more battle. That'd be cool. But
he'll get stronger over the season.
Maybe work on some face-offs.
Big time. I think that's
the team as its
team issue.
Yeah, the team as its whole better get that.
It's a team issue.
And then you got Patrick King. Are you bringing him back? D-Mac says maybe you bring him back as a specialist, but you're not going to bring him back as a guy that you want to put on 5-on-5.
Right.
He can't be on your top 6.
Yeah.
Why? See, what you just said, I'm sorry, and you guys know I've been saying this for weeks. Everybody and their brother wants to make a big deal about the bottom 6, okay? Can we focus on the top 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let's talk about the top 6, okay? Honestly, who's the stud? It makes me, but whatever. So the interesting thing about a season like this is there are probably going to be people that say, what are people complaining about? We got 92 points, okay?
Who realistically is saying that?
Oh, more people on Twitter than you could shake a stick at.
Seriously?
Yes, I was aghast. Okay, do you know what happened? The pack was here last year.
Mm-hmm.
The pack was here last year. The pack went like that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you bumped up, and then the rest of the pack went like that. If you want, who am I to tell you how you should and should not party? If that's what you want to be happy about it. I think it's more frightening.
Yeah.
And even young Justin, poor young Justin.
Yeah. Shout out.
Can somebody send him a note and just say, a
wellness check?
That poor kid is devastated. And you know what he said last night? He's absolutely right. He said in the midst of them getting bombed, he goes, do you know what the worst part is? Everybody in the division seems to be going in a different direction. And I was like, you're right. That's the most terrifying part to me. Okay? That is literally...
What do they need to do in the offseason? Your Iserman...
Do you really want to know?
Your Iserman, you have basically unlimited money. You do. I know there's a cap, but I think Illich will spend. He spent with the Tigers. I think he'll spend with the Red Wings. He has to, because they're being laughed at. 10 years without being in the playoffs.
Do you know what I think you sit down with your coaches, you sit down with Horkoff, you sit down with Draper, you have one big meeting, okay? And see if Chris will send in some pizzas for the big meeting. Mm-hmm. And you put a circle.
Little Chris.
You put a circle on guys that you want to move forward with and guys that are just baggage, that are just passengers.
Jerseys.
Okay, so how many jerseys are there to
do you want me to do it on the spot? I'd have to pull up the roster and everything.
I can do it on the spot.
You know what? Larkin is a big question mark. I don't care what anybody says. It is.
Well, he's been beaten down.
Let me ask you a question. Is his value more to this team when whether people want him in it or not is inconsequential, okay? The rebuild is not close to over. It's not. It's not close to over, okay?
No, it can't be.
Do you want him to be part of this next 3 or 4 year regime where you hope to get where you can? Or could you get more value out of him, like we talked about last week, and saying, you know what? A real contending team would kill to have this guy as a number 2C.
Yeah.
What might they give us?
He's your biggest trade chip for sure.
If I were him, I would pray to God that I could be traded.
You have to,
and I have control because I have a no trade clause that I could waive.
I know that there had been conversations about that. I know there have been. Now, whether that comes from his side, I don't know. But there is it time type of thing, and you have to wonder from his mindset, is it time? Because I think a lot of crap has been thrown on him that I don't think he necessarily deserves.
And he got in on the ground floor. The Wings were bad when he first joined. They made the playoffs that 1 year that he was here, and then it's been all shit leading up throughout his career.
And he was a baby. I mean, think about it. That's 10 years ago. He was a baby.
If you were him then, did you think, wow, this is what the playoffs are like? It's going to be great? Or did you... Well, because they were coming down.
Yeah, you knew in 2016 the descent was coming.
Yeah.
And I'm
crash,
sorry.
You mean?
It should have come 2 years earlier. It should have. I swear to God, I was somebody, when they made that decision to give that 3-year contract to Pavel Datsyuk, I screamed, why?
Yeah.
I know he's a legend.
And shout out Pavel. Yeah,
I know, right? But if you're really sincere about moving forward, Why are you signing a contract like that for a guy at that point in his career? And oh, by the way, as fate would have it, he bolted anyway. He bolted before the contract was over. So in my mind, I think the rebuild should have started 2 years earlier. Yeah. And you were already behind the 8 ball. And to have this little organizational depth right now is 100% on Steve Eisman. 100%. And if I bet you Steve's an accountable guy. I bet you if somebody asked Steve that, he would say, no, I agree. You know, some of the things that we tried to do, we thought we would have bigger depth at this point in time, and it doesn't always pan out. Organizational depth is a huge problem with this team. It is. It is.
Are you ready for a great super chat?
Stop the Grand Rapids shit, too, you guys. Please, I'm begging you. Stop. Stop. That roster is chock full of guys that are never going to see the light of day here.
They're 30.
Stop. Exactly. Stop it. Go on.
Tev Sauce, $2. It's a good one. Dylan Larkin is Matthew Stafford. Think about it. Matthew Stafford gave the Lions a chance to reboot the whole franchise, and that's what Brad Holmes did. That trade rebooted the entire franchise, and he was able to make his draft picks count and resurrect Jared Goff. Is there a deal out there for the Red Wings that can do the same?
I would put them at different levels. I agree with the premise of it, but Matthew Stafford was better than anybody thought here, right? Matthew Stafford was better than and more highly thought of, and obviously he has shown himself to be elite. Anybody want to debate that now? I don't think anybody could, right?
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Like, back then when he was here, that. Larkin isn't there, but I'll say it again, and I'll use the Habs as an example. You put Dylan Larkin on that second line, and you have Ivan Demidov on his right, a 20-year-old phenom. Put the real Frenchman. Put Texier on the left side. Are you kidding me? The Habs are immediately the favorite in the East, as far as I'm concerned. Immediately. Like, boom, there you go. And I think a lot of other teams in the playoff right now would kill to have Dylan Larkin as their 2 seed.
Yeah, for sure.
Kill.
If I were him, I'm ready for a new uniform. I am.
It's got to be hard because, we know the backstory. He grew up here. He loved the Red Wings.
He can always come home.
Years.
Could always come home.
Yeah, maybe down the line.
Could always come home.
I'm trading Lucas Raymond before I'm trading Dylan Larkin.
I would be interested. Let me say this. Hold that thought. I like that. I like that.
I've had people tell me that, too.
Would you get as much as you would?
No.
Yeah.
No. No, you wouldn't. Because, hold that thought.
Yep.
Hold that thought. We got a break.
We do got a break.
KG, you happy?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I was watching.
Kenny, I watch your hand signals. What are you giving him the break? Let him go. Let him go.
We got to pace it out a little bit. We got some people that's
bills.
a little upset we going wings, but
Why, you getting towed again?
There are little people.
You getting towed again?
No, I'm not
to go
getting
out
towed
again?
again. No,
All
I'm
right.
good. Y'all do what you want.
I gave him. We were talking about the secret spot.
Oh.
No.
Secret spot. Ooh.
Oh, Neil has entered the chat.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Here, I'll save that and see the super chat that we got.
Save
here.
it, please. We gonna get to you, Neil. Just wait.
Yeah, we'll get to you. Shout out to Gold Crown once again for sponsoring these super chats. Freddie, our guy sending in $1.99,
Shout
has
out.
a question for Maz. Speaking of initials, Maz, are you down with OPP?
You're supposed to say yeah. You
No,
know.
he thinks OPP is Chef Geach. Every black rapper is Chef Geach.
Yeah, I'm down with OPP.
Hey, y'all know me,
me,
man.
I'm down with
Come on,
OPP.
I feel like I do it too much. Y'all know me.
All right,
Oh, my
we got
God.
$5 from Mike. He sends in. He said, for the linear progression crowd, isn't this the most number of points since Yzerman became GM?
Yes,
It
it
is.
went from 91 to 86 to 92.
They also improved their road record.
Congratulations. You stayed here, and the rest of the conference went like that.
Congratulations.
And $2 from Silas. He said, I am damn tired of the he's a hometown kid thing.
Good call.
Could you imagine, though, you get your dream comes true, Not only does your dream come true, your dream comes true in your hometown. Your favorite team, right?
And y'all suck.
And
for
you
a
had to
decade.
put up with this shit for a decade.
Yeah, y'all sucked for 10 years.
You think Quinn Hughes was happy? Well, he didn't go to a very good team either. So.
Minnesota's.
No, I'm talking about Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
Vancouver. Yeah, Minnesota's.
Yeah.
They're wild.
All right.
I don't see. You know what? You just did it to me, though. KG, that is Boston is playing New York in the first round of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, that's
what the NHL's throwing out
It's
there.
nasty.
It's garbage.
Do you know?
It's
Do you
nasty
know
work.
that Pittsburgh and Philadelphia in the East? That's the 7 taking on the 8. That's your first round series.
That's insane. Somebody got to talk to them about that.
All right. Where do you want to go?
Let's hear from Thrive and then Vin Johnson.
All right. I should go math. Why do you gotta make them both me? If you're tired of the midday crash from sugary energy drinks, it's time to level up with Thrive Energy products. You guys, this stuff is legit. I got some myself. It's made right here in the USA. Thrive delivers fast-acting energy in elite cognitive focus using all natural caffeine. The best part, it's all clean, it's all energy, zero sugar, absolutely zero crash. It comes in peach, peppermint, cinnamon. I roll with wintergreen because it reminds me of my dip. Scan the QR code on your screen right now or go to dipstop.com. You can grab a tin. Do not forget to use promo code WSN at checkout to get 15% off your entire order. Guys, this stuff effing works. You know what else works? Justice.
Yes.
The guilty must be punished.
Should be.
And the list of guilty is a mile long.
Gutierrez.
Whether it be your insurance company, corporation, government, whatever the case may be, they're always looking to stick it to you. That's why you need a fighter. Not just
Sticking it.
any fighter. You need the fighter. You need Ven in your corner. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Woodwardsports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. Woodwardsports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at woodwardsports.com.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that.
Don't just survive, thrive.
All right, everybody, get ready to celebrate 420 at Jars. You get 50% off of select brands all week long, starting tomorrow, April 17th, up until 420. They have stash bags, food trucks, and giveaways at all Jars locations on 420 while supplies last, of course, so make sure you're out there early. Celebrate 420 the right way, only with Jars. And for more info, head over to jarscannabis.com today.
All right, before we went to the break, Gordon, I like what you said about Luke. I worry about Lucas Raymond. I'll tell you why. He's still good production. You take him and everything. You tell me, you guys that watch a game, is he the same guy he was even 2 years ago?
Mm-mm.
He isn't. I don't know how else to say that. He isn't. And now, you know, this isn't young and up and coming anymore.
I thought he was going to be a 40-goal scorer.
This is a guy that's been in the league a few years now. And here's my concern with what you said, okay? Because I don't think you can get away with it with Dylan Larkin. But you can play the GM lie game with Lucas Raymond, okay? Hey, man, you interested in Lucas Raymond? Steve. Clearly this guy has plateaued, okay? Hey, Steve, he's a good player. Luke, he's a good player. But this is he's 24 now. This is what he is. You and I both know that there's not a next level there, because if there was a next level, you wouldn't be on the phone with me. I'd lie through my teeth about Lucas Raymond. If I loved him like you love, who did you just bring up? I completely forgot.
Jason Robertson.
If you loved him like you love Jason Robertson, I'm going to lie to you. I'm going to lie through my teeth. So I worry about the value that you might get in return. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so the conundrum that I keep kind of falling into when I'm thinking about this Red Wings offseason is, you know, you float the air. If you directly tell teams, hey, I want to trade Dylan Larkin, hey, I want to trade Lucas Raymond, immediately their value is way lower.
1,000%.
Is there a way that you can make other teams, you know, fish out some offers?
Yes, it's called the trade deadline.
Okay.
So
right?
you're going to wait till then?
That's if you're talking about maximizing. If you're talking about maximizing a package, yeah, it's a trade deadline.
So then next season would also be probably moot, because if you're making a
what do you think it'll be
team
anyway?
Altering trade in the middle of the year.
What do you think it'll be anyway? And I'm not trying to be a sarcastic.
I genuinely don't know. I don't know what teams would be in the market. Are we talking about Raymond or
for the Wings?
Or
what kind of position do you think that they'll be in? Probably similar to this year.
Yeah, I think
maybe even step back.
I think it's going to be deja vu or worse. But I also think that one of those teams that are above us right now are going to get worse, and one of the teams that are below us right now are going to get better.
I couldn't agree with you more. And I think the law of averages. I keep waiting for Boston to tail off.
Right,
they will.
And I'm telling you right now, Florida's going back up next year. You better set your watch to it.
For sure.
I thought they were going to be 8 this year.
So I think you're probably going to see that. I don't think Toronto's as bad as they showed this year. They aren't winning dick with what they have, but I don't think they're as bad as they showed.
They should move Matthews.
So that, to your point, if you're talking about maximizing, the time would be the deadline. Because you know what? You see the higher end, and I keep using the Habs as an example because I'm very familiar with their roster.
Mm.
You put him on the second line, oh my gosh, my pants are around my ankles.
Right.
Oh, he's playing with Ivan Demidov? Okay, sounds great, and things like that. And it was funny because Neil said in the chat, Neil from Washington Township.
Yeah.
He said, "Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing for a guy like Dylan Larkin?"
Yeah, what are you getting for him?
You know what you have to accept right now? That this group is never going to make it. You have to accept that. Have you all accepted that? That this incarnation of the Iser plan isn't going to work. Have you accepted that?
Yes.
Start with that. Okay, we start there, okay? So now it's time to move on. Now it's time to get more active via trades, via free agency, etc., etc. Get creative, okay? And so what I do is I pick up the phone and go, you are still in need of a number 2 center, okay? What do you have in your system? Tell me about this Zarkovsky guy. I know he's friends with Ivan Demidov, but tell me, whoa, hold on. I'm not sure about that. Okay, what about Reinbacher? It's been a difficult time for him to get into the lineup. He was your first-round pick a few years back. The only reason he's in the lineup now is because of 2 different injuries. What about him? That's what you start to look at. You start to look at younger guys.
You got a couple goalies, too?
That might be part. Well, they're both on the team right now.
I know, but can't I have one?
Well, Emmett Croteau. Do you remember him from college? Okay. Then at that point in time, I think your goalies are set, personally.
Yeah, you like Kosa?
Kosa and Augustine, yeah.
Well, Augustine's not going to come up for a while.
I would 1-for-1 trade you Kosa for what's your guy's backup right now?
Don't you dare to say Jacob Fowler. Don't you dare. He's going to be the starter. Trust me.
The eyebrow, though. I love it.
Just like you know how I gave you the look about Augustine?
Huh?
Augustine's eventually the guy.
Yeah, when?
I think sooner than you think.
If Kosa hasn't come up yet, when the hell you think Augustine's
Why do you
coming
think
up?
Kosa hasn't come up?
Because he's not that good?
That's what has me worried.
Why do you think Kosa hasn't come up?
Because he's not that good.
He killing where he at right now.
Why hasn't he come up? Why hasn't he come up?
Why is Talbot still the backup?
Why?
He's not better than Talbot?
Because they weren't going to win this year, Gordy.
Well, no, but still. You brought up ASP, you brought up MBN, you brought up all these guys that weren't ready. Cam Talbot is not a good goaltender.
I really think, and I know people don't want to hear it, you have got to get away from the stay the course type of thing with the Yzer plan.
Yeah.
This group, this accumulative talent, with 67 draft picks, you don't have organizational depth and you don't have a whole lot of special. That is a factual statement, and every one of you guys know it.
You heard Todd McClellan earlier. Goes right through the organization. He did try, Sean, at the deadline.
I want to get to that.
I know,
yes.
he did try.
Keith Gave, friend of the show, I think we can say that.
Yeah,
we've known Keith for a long time.
Yep. Shout out.
Keith kind of dropped a bomb last night. And if you remember, me, Mac, Spenny, and Justin hung around the day that all the rumors that Quinn was coming and it was inevitable were there. So there you go. Steve Yzerman in Vancouver had agreed to a trade for Quinn Hughes. It was a done deal on the condition that Hughes agreed to a long-term deal with Detroit. Yzerman and Hughes spoke directly. Hughes declined. The Wings sure tried. That makes me feel good because you can go back and check the tape. What I said to those guys on that day, he is not legally allowed to talk extension until after July 1, okay? The first thing that I do is go, Gordo, while we're here, okay? You want a meat stick? All right. Well, what do you think the chances are that you're going to stick around? Well, we'll see. You know, we'll revisit it July 1, and you know the open market. We really like you. You know,
I like it here. It's okay.
We think you could be our centerpiece. Like you could be literally you and Mo Sider. We would have 2 of the best defensemen in the league and everything. You know, Bill Guerin was willing to take that risk, and Steve Yzerman wasn't. That's what it came down to. And by the way, I don't blame Steve Yzerman. I don't.
So Quinn has not signed with Minnesota long term.
Nope.
But Bill Guerin, former Devil, thinks that he will, because he did put his ass on the line here.
100%.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, let's face it, when you're a team that is number 3 in the Western Conference and has a lot of nice pieces around it, it's not a bad place. An American hockey mad
True
place,
hockey town, probably.
It's not a bad place. And they look competitive for years. That's more desirable than Detroit. Whether people want to hear that or not, I couldn't give 2 shits.
So did Quinn Hughes look at the Red Wings and say,
know.
I could play, I could be home, I could live next to my parents?
I don't know.
Do players look at the franchise they're going to go to and decide?
100%.
Okay, so then he saw what you have here.
We said this at the beginning of the year, and I'll say it again, all right? Why would somebody come to the Detroit Red Wings right now for other than monetary reasons?
Right. That was the Lions.
If
for how long?
If you can give me the best contract I can get because of the way things are configured, but for what reason would somebody? Do you think somebody says, "Yeah, man, I want to go to a traditional power like the Detroit Red Wings"? Said nobody.
Yeah, it just sounds like lip service. There's no like conviction. Like at least like a couple of years ago when you guys were talking about coming to the Lions, like no, I actually like really am excited to play for Dan Campbell and like this organization, this team is, like I'm very optimistic. But if anybody were to be talking about going to the Red Wings, it would just be like, well, the Winged Wheel is a historic franchise, and
like you reading a script,
goes back to the age of Gordie Howe and Alex DiVecchio.
So original six. Shout out Neil.
Original
six.
Legitimately, a guy hitting free agency this year. He's 27
100
years old.
years.
He's 27 years old. I want you to think about this. He was 9 the last time the Red Wings won a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
How many things do you remember well when you were 9? Well, I do too,
Yeah.
but it's not many things, right?
No. Sports.
Yeah.
And playing outside.
So, for all I know, maybe that's a grand memory for him. Man, I'll never forget when Chris Osgood at the end of Game 6. That was awesome. Maybe but there aren't a lot of selling points here right now, especially if you're talking about direction of the franchise.
I was 3 years old last time they won the Stanley Cup. I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's great stuff by Keith. And by the way, I want to say this for the record. The younger generation, if you don't know who Keith Gave is and you're questioning his sources, do a little homework.
Yeah, don't.
Do a little homework.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Just do a little homework. I think once you do a little homework, you'll probably come back in that same thread and go, Mr. Gave, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. And knowing Keith, he'll go, that's okay, young man. Have a blessed day.
Enjoy the Russian 5. That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Almost, man. Almost. It's a story of almost in this town.
You
get tired of that shit eventually.
You can't.
That falls on Stevie.
You can't keep down this road you're on right now. You can't. He's got to do something different.
I know.
And I know deep down inside he knows. And I say this with respect. I know somebody's going to. Steve Yzerman is incredibly stubborn, but I think that works to his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's like that stock, right? We talk about stocks all the time.
Yeah.
Hold. No, Sean, you should really sell. Hold now. Right? Steve has done that. Steve waited out Jonathan Drouin and got an incredible package when everybody told him, don't wait that out. You got to get rid of this guy right now. No.
Yeah.
He's under contract. He's going to be here. And an incredible package. He fleeced the Habs. An incredible package presented itself, and he took advantage of it.
So he should call the Habs again.
Now is the time not to be stubborn.
Yeah.
Now is the time not. Well, he doesn't have a French Canadian to pedal.
Oh.
Right.
That's
But you sit on your hands too long, you can miss opportunities.
Well,
that's the big part.
You see what we have right here.
Yeah.
And this is KG. They are in purgatory.
So what you're telling me is we could add like another couple of years onto the streak.
Yes, definitively.
Wow.
Because Steve Yzerman, he doesn't believe in just going in for a playoff push. He believes in, being an actual contender when it's time to go into the playoffs.
And Steve, I agree with you, but in order to be a playoff contender, you kind of got to make the playoffs at some point.
I know, but you getting one or two guys
All right.
is not going to make the
hold
entire team.
on. Okay, all right. Well, how close are they to a Stanley Cup then? That would be my.
Yeah.
That's what I would ask Steve. I think we're asking the wrong questions. Steve, I know playoffs don't matter to you. Okay, how close do you think this team is to a Stanley Cup right now?
Not a chance.
What's our unit of measurement here? how many players away, or how many wins away, how many points?
How about going into the playoff knowing damn well, feeling confident that you got as good a chance as maybe 3 or 4 other teams in the East? Your silence is deafening, my friend.
I know.
All right, you want to talk about the draft?
Shad says this is the Red Wings morning show.
Well, we got a hockey guy up here. So
we got him. We got
I know what you expect.
We got Tampa Bay Lions fan. We got Caseville country boy.
I love that stuff because you know what it is? It's like if we do 15 minutes of this and 15 minutes of that, that's called a show, and we're covering. Remember when we talked about the Tigers for 45 minutes?
I know, right? I swear we started with Tigers.
We did. A good 45 minutes.
But I get it, though.
Coming up next, NFL draft and NBA.
Can I say
Who are
this
the Pistons
too?
going to play?
The season just ended in despicable fashion with one of our greatest heroes at the helm failing in front of our very eyes. If you don't think that's a story, you're a dumbass.
Especially with somebody as knowledgeable about hockey as you, Sean.
With all due respect, of course.
Yeah.
If you don't think that's a story, I don't know what to tell you.
And that's the way we have to send Paul Woods out after all these years? Have a great trip there.
I regret flipping the channel so much last night after the Tigers won. I'm like, all right, let's see what's on Hulu. Not a whole lot of options, but the only one that really was on there it was staring at me. It was Florida Detroit. I was like, what's happening? I look at it 7-1. And I'm like, I shouldn't have looked.
Bro, I got the ESPN notification. It was 5-1 by the second period. I'm just like shaking my head, like, damn.
How about this? John Keating put this out, and I forgot about this. I wish I would have tuned in. It was the last time you'll see the old Fox Sports Detroit / Bally's / FanDuel. It's done. That's the last game you will see on that station because the Red Wings were the last piece on there. I guess the Pistons? No, because
they already
NBA.
They go to the national.
So much prime
stage
time
now. Yeah, so that's it for that channel.
JB, this is for you.
Village
Yesterday,
Holdings Network.
I read what Bill Barnwell said, and I took his advice about mock drafts. I went crazy last night. I did so many trade backs, it was incredible.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill. All right. Well, the first thing, I always start with Dallas because I know I'm going to fleece Jerry somehow.
They got 2 picks.
But, you know, I was doing so many crazy trade backs, and I'll tell you what I found when we come back. You like that? Is that a good tease? NFL draft stuff coming up. Where are we going, JB?
We got to hear from the Massage Chair House and also
That's you, Ken.
Art and
We sure
Jakes.
do.
But first, let me clear up the super chat that we got going on over here. Shout out to Neil for being in the chat as well, too.
Neil.
We got $5 from I Ain't Say That. He said, just called into work because I ain't working in this rain. Plus, it's my God given right. Maz, what's the time you called in just cuz? Hi, Sean, KG, and JB.
Hi.
What are you, Newman? You're not going to work?
Hell no. Sometimes you got to skip a day.
Yeah,
Mental health day.
Yeah, we all need one.
Have you ever done it? Okay, see, he opened the door. Have you ever done it to watch sports? Tell the truth.
God, yes.
I did it one time.
To watch sports?
I did it one time.
What sport?
Done it several.
It was, remember the COVID summer where they had the hockey games?
COVID summer.
Yeah.
COVID summer. And they started at noon, and it went till like 1 o'clock. I called in one day.
I feel it.
I did.
Well,
I'm just like, I'm sitting in
It's
my
COVID
basement
anyway.
all
Just
day.
tell them, hey, I'm coughing. I don't want to infect nobody.
Yeah, sorry. That was the best part. You could get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
you
Man,
could.
what?
Yeah.
Go back to
Oh,
the
my
80s
dog
for
just
me.
got it. I don't want to. It's contact tracing.
Yeah.
I don't want to give
You're
it to
right.
you.
Sorry. So
6 feet, you know.
Hey.
Give me 72 hours, and we'll see how I'm feeling by Monday. It was a Friday, and I called in.
You know how many
watched hockey all day.
NFL draft days I took off?
Did you really?
Okay, when I was a kid, not go to school, not go to work at night. Hell yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Hell yeah.
My dad would take me out of school all the time. We'd go to Tigers games. In 08 and 09, he had season tickets.
Yeah,
so I would feel like fucking royalty.
Would he tell you ahead of time, or would he surprise you?
Both.
I
a little
did
bit
the
of both.
surprise for my kid all the time.
Yeah, I would feel like fucking royalty walking
Yeah.
out of that classroom with
Hell
my Tigers
yeah,
hat
that's the
on.
best,
I'm going
man.
to Tigers game.
Well, what I would do is I would taunt Jack all the time, and I go, "Oh shit, there's a truant officer." I'd do that stuff to him.
Do you know my mom was a truant officer?
For real?
Yeah.
When did the truant officer die? Because they don't do that shit.
Yeah,
they
don't do
stopped
that
that in like
anymore.
the year 2000 or something.
Hell no.
Hey, I never had a truant
He's
officer.
8. He has no idea.
Yeah, like
Hey.
what?
You got truant officers outside ticketing you.
Yeah, well, that's different. That's the actual law. So
The truant officers are now just
Fucking
ticket
dicks.
officers.
No, I'm
they
saying-
switch careers, and now they ticket KG. Messed up.
Actual.
It's the
Justice
piggies, man.
comes in many forms.
It does, man. Don't worry. I'm going to get back. My reparations, I'm going to get mine.
Eventually they pay. That's it. Like, we had a conversation before we went to the break about something, Maz, you might remember.
Oh, man.
It might not be tonight, but it's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, man.
We got one more before we head to
love
break.
y'all, man.
From MC Nug 88.
Shout out.
Sending in $5. He said, I'm behind. First time super chat.
Hey.
You guys ever watched Banana Ball? MLB should take some of those ideas. Maz met you at B-Dubs in Mount Clemens years ago.
Wow. I was there yesterday.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
You know what? Now, you remember my son lived in Savannah for a couple of years. you can't get their
bananas.
tickets.
No.
You can't.
so
Like you cannot
they
get.
hit it.
Yeah, they big business.
I took them down there. And I was like, "We'll scalp tickets. Don't worry about it, okay?" And when they told me how much they were charging for, I looked at them. I was like, "No way. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a principal guy. No, I'm not. I'm for that. I'm not spending that much for that.
It's the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Yeah.
And there is a market for it. I mean, they big time now. I'm watching the Tigers yesterday. All the ads are Savannah Bananas, like in their upcoming games. Like,
A couple of the teams that play in that league will be playing at Comerica.
Yeah.
And I'm
this year.
going.
Oh,
you
you
are,
going?
huh?
I'm going. There was a wish list or a waiting list you had to sign up for literally last year.
Damn.
And you had to wait all up until like probably 2 weeks ago when the lottery went through and to see if you actually made it onto the list to purchase tickets. So somehow made it on there.
for
and,
you.
That's what's up.
Did you have to
start
pay?
tomorrow.
Did you have to pay to get on that list?
Oh, he'll
No,
pay.
No, it's a free list, but
Okay.
obviously, you know,
gotta pay
you
for the
gotta.
tickets.
The reason I asked that is because NCAA tickets are up for a lottery. Because next year it's at Ford Field.
Oh, they already
So
tied them up. Damn.
just to get on there,
Give a brother a
they
chance.
need a $25 application fee, and then a refundable $400 check.
Well,
Or
colleges are the kings of
$400
charging up
that you can't get back until like next February.
What do you think they do with that $400? Wow.
I'm not even worried because
I
it's
wonder what they
refundable.
do.
The 25, they getting $25 for free.
Yeah,
Wipe their
Just
ass.
for signing
but
up.
you're laying $400 out for 6 months.
But at least that's returnable, is what I'm saying. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Thieves.
They making a killing, bro.
Do you remember when we
I'm
were
in the wrong
kids and we
business.
thought the personal seat license for seats was robbery?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, it's
That's why I didn't get my New York
those
Giants
was the good
tickets.
old days.
Yeah,
Sean.
those are the good old days. Absolutely.
God.
All right, where are we going, JP?
Massage Chair House and Art and Jake's.
Yeah, we got to talk about Massage Chair House, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. But Woodward Sports is about to invade the Massage Chair House for the draft. That's right, Lions fans. Get ready for the biggest night of the offseason on Thursday night, April 23rd. That's next Thursday. Woodward Sports will be live at Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills for our round one of the NFL draft. Tune in as we broadcast live. We will be bringing you wall-to-wall NFL coverage featuring your favorite Woodward Sports personalities and elite expert analysis as the picks roll in. The Woodward Sports NFL Draft Party live Thursday night at Massage Chair House. Your ultimate ticket to recovery, relaxation, and football.
And then there are sports bars, and then there's Art and Jake's. Nobody even comes close on game day. Over 80 wall-to-wall TVs, 22 draft beers on tap, and a menu stacked with fan favorites. Make sure you scan that QR code, get to their mobile app, and follow them on socials at AJ's, at Art and Jake's on socials, and you'll find them today. They're great people, great servers, great bartenders, wonderful management. You will feel like a family at Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with fine dining flavor. It's Art and Jake's.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports is your number one source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Terry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network. Detroit's #1 sports network.
I hate to tell you, energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut rot energy drinks and why don't you Thrive for a change. It's just better.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Hey guys, buying a home or refinancing one is a major decision. And just like in sports, you need a great team behind you. That's why Woodward Sports and Supreme Lending are teaming up to help you guys out. As a full-service lender, they boast a 99% close-on-time rate, 97% customer satisfaction score. Here's the game changer, guys. When you apply for an eligible loan, Supreme Lending, let's mention Woodward Sports. They're going to give you up to $500 off your appraisal. To score the deal right now, just text that number. Check that number out on the screen. Talk to Chad and Chris at Supreme Lending today. Remember, the magic word, Woodward Sports.
Now, I almost took a picture of the mock draft I did yesterday, but I promised myself I'm never going to be that guy. Hey, Maz, I just did a mock draft. What do you think? Right? Okay.
Well, you wouldn't let me share my bracket either.
I know.
But I won.
I don't give a shit.
I know.
Did you really win?
Yeah.
You won this one?
No, I won my Jersey one.
Oh, okay.
This one I would have won if UConn won.
So Bill Barnwell, this is where I got my impetus. Bill Barnwell suggested that the Lions should trade back.
ESPN Insider.
Now, can I get his back a little bit? Maybe, just maybe, there's some validity to that. Maybe. All right, first of all, do you have that graphic? Yeah. All right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So you know what I immediately did? I did a trade back yesterday.
You did?
Well, I picked Dallas. You always go to Dallas because you're gonna fleece Jerry, right?
They got 2 picks in the first round.
And it doesn't matter. You're gonna fleece him anyway.
This is their chance.
You're doing it again. We can't do that bit again. We can't. I think this team's for real this year. No, they're not.
And they got Micah Parsons.
I went to 20. I went to 20 for shits and giggles. It's only 3 picks. And I shit you not. I was telling you, Gordon, I'm not joking. Fano, Freeling, the kid from Penn State, Proctor, and Falk were still all there at 20.
So what happened before that? Was there like quarterbacks taken? Was it all D-line?
No, it was the linebackers. It was the safety. It was a bunch of that stuff. I don't think this is a year where you're going to see a quarterback scream up. I don't. This quarterback class sucks.
Yeah, it's trash.
It is. It's trash. Okay, but now. It's not going to happen that way, okay? Fano in particular is going to be long gone, okay? A kid that young, that talented, he's going to be long gone. So I said, what the hell? I'm gonna jump back again because the Chargers called me. Yeah, the Chargers.
They need O-line help.
They called me.
Yeah.
So I moved 2 back, and I missed out on Fano. Fano went. I think he went to the Chargers, and then I forget the other one, but all those names that I listed were still at 22. Now again. Okay, the likelihood of that happening is small. But I think there's a window there. I do think there's a window there that with all those other guys, I mean, when you look at this right now, wide receiver, cornerback, safety, edge, wide receiver, linebacker, you know that the OTs are going to go early, running back. There is a world there that if you subscribe to the Barnwell thinking, you move back to 20 and you're still going to have a pick of 2 or 3 guys. Now, I am going to repeat what I said, and I would love nothing more than for you guys to hit us up when we're doing the draft show. By the way, we're going to be right down the road. Maz, your favorite place.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be
Massage Chair House.
We're going to be right at the Massage Chair House. Scott Bischoff's going to be with us through the Lions pick, okay? And then he's got a bolt. He's got other things to do. I would love it if you guys called me and said, ha, 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 you said all along the Lions didn't have a chance at edge in the first round. Ha, ha, ha. I would love it. I would love it. But all I'm telling you is based on Brad's track record, I don't know how anybody could come to the conclusion that he's going with an edge in the first round.
Let me read to you what Bill said.
Okay.
Having too many talented players is a good problem for teams to have, but Holmes now needs to find the next generation of young Lions to supplement those players as they enter their prime. The Lions have been quiet in free agency owing to those financial constraints. They had a deal for Cade Mays, who steps in for Graham Glasgow. Detroit also paired a couple of third-round picks last year for Isaac Tesla now. Now, it will be a surprise if the Lions traded out of the first round and did something drastic, and given their needs at offensive tackle and edge rusher, they probably don't want to drop too far to ensure having a shot at a player who could step in as a starter in 26. But dropping down a few spots and getting a third-round pick back would be the ideal scenario for Brad Holmes.
I agree with that. I'm sorry, I do. And you're always taking the chance, you know as well as I do, Maz, even if you drop down 3 picks. First and foremost, you have to see what the board looks like, okay? This isn't play pretend on my phone with my dumb, a mock draft simulator, okay? If you, KG, I want you to think about this, okay? I'm going to use KG. KG, you are playing the role of Brad Holmes right now, okay? At 17, there are still 3 of the offensive tackles that you like on the board, okay? At 17.
Sorry,
why not move
production
down?
On the fly.
What? I'm sure. Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not move down to 20?
No, that's smart, and you'll get paid to essentially get the player that you want.
What? Why not?
Yeah.
You'll take any of them.
And let's take it. Okay, what's Dallas going to do? Well, they're probably not going to go offensive line. We might have tackles go at 18 and 19. Or maybe one of them grab the edge because Brad's not interested. Brad, I know you're not interested.
They're getting Sonny Styles.
I know
bro.
you're not.
Dallas is getting Sonny Styles.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
he's
we ain't worried about that.
I don't know.
Unfortunately.
So, all right, well, wait a second. So 2 of the 3 guys that I like are available at 20, and all I had to do is move down 3 spots, and you're going to give me – it's a Barnwell's thing. You're going to give me a third-round pick too?
Yeah.
Just to move 3 spots? Okay, sign me in. I'm up.
I do it.
Let's go.
For sure. What were you going to say, Gordon?
I'm going to get on my soapbox here a little bit.
Do it.
Specifically for Monroe Freeling. Listen, Sean, I'm going to be honest with
More
you.
on him in a
Looking
second.
at this draft order, too, I got, you got a lot of teams, Giants, Browns, Commanders, Chiefs, Bengals. There's a lot of teams in here that need offensive line and specifically offensive tackle specifically. If I have a prediction for this draft, there's going to be a run on tackles early. If I'm Brad Holmes, I am trading up to make sure that I get my number 1 guy on my board at that position, and just I think an offensive line in general, or maybe he's probably the 2nd, 3rd best offensive lineman, but realistically best guy that you have a chance at getting. Monroe Freeling is a grown man. He's ready to enter the league. He's ready to just plug and play into this offensive line. I think most of these other guys are projects on the offensive line. Like Caden Proctor, I think he's great. He's got all the tools, but I don't think he has that day 1 startability like a Monroe Freeling. So if anything, I would trade up to go get Monroe Freeling.
I think there's validity to what you're saying, and I look at like Spencer Fano is the one that has a lot of intrigue because he's only 21 years old, and he's a young 21 if I'm not mistaken. And it's not only what he's shown, but what he could be, because he's, they say he's still growing and getting stronger and things like that. So you're right. Do you want more of the sure thing? It could be Francis from Miami. It could be Freeling. But I think there's a group of 6 guys that you could look at and say, quote unquote, first round grades. Now, will all 6 of them be gone by 17? No way. No way. Where you gamble, and this goes back to the Barnwell thing, Maz, where you gamble is, okay, well, how many of those guys are gone? If there's a group of 6, which I'll ask Scott, but I think that's the general consensus, that there's a group of 6 that have quote-unquote first-round grades, and then there's a drop-off to the second, okay? If I'm sitting at 15, if they're sitting at 15 and I'm at 17, and there are still 3 guys available, I might take my chances.
But there might be a team to come up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, and you might make Dallas that team.
Right.
Dallas is going to. Is Dallas going to take an offensive tackle? Probably not. But he's already got a pretty good line, right? That's one thing you have to give Jerry some credit. He's usually taking care of those lines. But that's the risk you take. Exactly what Gordon and you just reiterated. That's the risk you take. But I don't know, guys. I'm a law of averages guy. If there's 3 guys that I really like there, unless, as Gordon said, if they think as highly about Freeling as Gordon thinks about Freeling, then by all means, effing take him. Effing take him.
I don't know if he'll be there because he's not.
Neither do I.
He's sought after.
Yeah,
He is.
Yeah, for sake of an argument. But even in that next group, even a Proctor or Caleb Lomu or something like that, okay, if there's a guy that you have a circle around that you graded, then you know what? You have to trust your people.
Yeah.
If not, if they're just in a group and you're like, we like Maz as much as we like KG, well, then maybe you roll the dice a little bit with Barnwell.
Mel Kiper's got him coming to the Lions.
I think he's gone before 17. One man's opinion. I think he's gone before 17. The kid from Miami will most definitely be gone. Fano will. I'd be stunned if Fano was there at 17. Because I just, again, do I break down the tape? Am I easy? No, I'm not easy. All right? But I know what people are saying about that kid, and that's a kid more like an investment, okay? This kid you can plug and play, but just wait till you see what he is in a couple of years.
We don't want investments. We want a guy now.
I think he could come in and play now anyway.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. That's what people think. Eventually, he could become an absolute stud, like that type of thing.
We need blue chip, not penny stocks.
I'm not, Maz. I'm not like the Barnwell thing. All bets are off that there's a guy on the board that you just absolutely love, that you graded out, that causes Brad to do one of these. You know,
right?
All bets are off. But I'm not adverse to that.
But you're positive they're taking a tackle.
I think so. Yeah.
I am. I mean,
a lot of they've had visits with a lot of tackles as well.
Okay, all right. Can we play a game of pretend? Somebody magically falls. You can't ever account. Whatever reason, Sonny Styles magically falls.
Well.
Okay, but I think if this goes the way you think it would, I'm going to say it again. I have nobody does. Can you give me a reason why you would think Brad would take an edge in the first round?
Plus, Scott said he doesn't fit the Lions' way of playing anyway. Styles, because Jack Campbell's there.
Yeah.
Where do you put Styles? So
I don't think they take.
You can make
edge.
it work, but
maybe an interior, maybe the kid from Penn State. But
guard?
I think it's offensive line all the way. I really do.
Yeah.
KG, you agree?
I agree, but I do think there's a chance for an edge.
Listen,
it all depends.
You just remember
second round.
You got a lot of offensive linemen on that team. Do I have to mention names? You got a lot of guys on that line.
I love when Maz just sends a text and all the text says it's one word, the L word, Larry. Maz will just send a text and say Larry.
Which one did Larry? Put Todd McShay up there with Blake Miller.
I will.
All right. Now, I think maybe he mentions Larry. Does he? I think he does. Can we read?
I don't see it. The Lions had one of the worst pass-protecting offensive lines in the NFL last season, and you could argue that no high-level starting quarterback was more affected by pressure than Jared Goff. Fixing that has to be a priority. It's almost like we've been saying that, KG.
I know, right? Crazy.
It's really weird.
Deja vu, man.
Proctor is the tackle most commonly mocked to Detroit, and while his traits might be more enticing, Miller's tape is far more consistent. Miller, 6'6", 3'4", 317, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I think it's Dane Brugler that's going to have Larry in his.
Is it Dane Brugler?
Yeah, that'll be the next one.
What does he say about Larry?
Dane Brugler's got us taking we got the draft for him. We could put that one up here when we get a minute.
Can't.
But it might have been the Mel Kiper thing that we missed.
It's here, right?
Whatever.
You said who are they taking? This is Dane.
Yeah, that's Dane. But there was verbiage in one of these guys' mock drafts.
Hey,
that's funny.
Can I say this though?
That had Larry in it.
And I think Dane's really good, by the way.
He is.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Caden Curry there at 128?
Yeah.
I'd be happy as a. Now, you know my thought. I'd love to do it at 50.
Yeah.
I would. Missouri, UCF, or the kid from Illinois, Gabe Jackas.
Well, he's got my guy at 50. I love that kid.
Yeah, D'Angelo
I
Pons.
don't
You've
care how
been
short-
on that.
I don't care how short he is. That kid is a ball player. Indiana, he hits like a freight train. That kid could play for me anytime.
I hope people are
It could
aware.
be race straw insurance.
And this is why Brugler's good. We're getting a safety earlier than most
Hell
people
yeah,
think.
you are.
We are.
You have to.
We just are. And the one thing that I've seen, the back end of the safeties, you have to go way deep to get another safety. They're just. I don't think they're going to be a lot of.
I don't know. You
safeties.
can get one in the third round.
I don't think they're going to be a lot of safeties late. Well, we'll waste a 5, we'll waste a 6. I don't think you're going to get a safety there, because they're, at least from all the mocks that I've looked at, there's a huge drop off. Like after 3-4 rounds, there's a huge drop off. So I don't know. We'll see. Do we need a break, KG?
Yeah, we can take one more break. Let's go to we did massage share buddies.
All right, you guys. I had buddies yesterday.
You sure did.
I got you in the mood.
My dream got me in the mood. I dream about food.
Yeah.
Like I got a problem.
You had a dream about
Well,
what
your wife-
last night?
Your wife's been missing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Get ready, eat great, and give back. Monday, April 27th, that is the date. Our friends at Buddies are hosting their 50th annual Slice for Life fundraiser. They've been around for 80 years. They are Detroit-style pizza. When you dine in or carry out at any Buddies location on the 27th, 20% of the total sales will be donated directly to the Capuchin Soup Kitchen. Buddies has raised over $4 million for this amazing cause since 1976. You can also order from their limited time veggie collection all month long, and they'll donate $1 for every item sold. Buddies, not only do they deliver the Detroit original, happy birthday, by the way, 80 years young, but they're giving back to the community as well. Enjoy a great meal, support a great cause with Buddies on Monday, April 27th.
And Sam Adams.
I can tell you about Sam Adams. The temperature's supposed to drop this weekend, all right? But we're getting a taste of patio season. You're chilling on your deck. You're chilling at a patio at a great place like Art and Jake's. Man, it goes down smoothly. What am I talking about? Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. You can still get $5 shorts on Sam Adams Cherry Wheat at any Art and Jake's location across Michigan on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Light, refreshing, brewed with real Michigan cherries. It is a great sip drink. So check it out at Art and Jake's. Take advantage of the $5 shorts. Get it anytime. Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Please drink responsibly.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season
And take advantage of our $20 haircut special.
Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea.
Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Hey, folks, we are simpletons, right? We love the NFL draft. We're simpletons. We're going to watch for 3 days. I have to remind Maz every year the draft is 3 days.
Not
oh my
one.
gosh, we're Maz, there's a day 2.
Not 1.
There's
not
a day
2,
3 as well.
Not 3.
We like simple stuff.
Idiot.
We like uncomplicated. Lady Jane's haircuts for men is one of those things. That's why people like me have got my haircut at Lady Jane's.
got to.
Why? You walk in, you
Gotta
sign
start
in,
it
you take
clean.
off your cap. Before you know it, boom, they got you clean.
Hey.
In and out. You can make an appointment. You can walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Yeah, it's wicked awesome.
It's not looking good for the Tigers, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I want to see if it's changed because this is brutal.
Yeah,
and
it looked
You're
bad.
talking about like trying to take care of the field as well. Like it has literally been raining here like all
Can't Heather
morning.
Nabosny help me out and get this game on?
Oh,
Probably
Maz,
not.
now you know what? Now they're
Uh-oh.
saying chance of rain until 5.
Oof. Has the game been canceled yet? Postponed?
I'm not on Twitter. I'm doing a show, so.
Oh, are you? Are you? Hey, can I show you something before we go?
What?
You know I love uniforms, right?
It's time for me to take a walk. Go on.
Our Pistons fans would be upset, but
No,
go ahead, man.
I promised Shad Pistons talk at 53. What time is it?
Yeah,
oh,
right.
55.
53.
All right, I'll do the Commanders uniforms tomorrow then.
All right.
All right, we'll do a little.
Let's give our Pistons
Let's
fans
do a little basketball, guys.
Just a little something.
Pistons waiting obviously till Friday night. They'll know who they play. They play Sunday
Now,
and then
is
they
that-
play
is that
Wednesday.
Shad?
Yeah, it's Shad.
Why are we talking about the Pistons? They're not playing until Sunday.
You know what he told me then when I told him that? He said, "Why are you talking about the Lions?" I'm like, "It's the draft." Anyway, I digress. Sixers beat the Magic last night. So the Magic, so the Sixers play the Celtics now.
Yeah.
Orlando will host Charlotte tomorrow. The winner of that game plays the Pistons.
We're going to beat Charlotte, but I told you, and I'm going to stay with it, I don't want any part of that. They're a little bastard team.
Stop being scary, Sean. They don't want it with us. They ain't got the horses.
We're going to beat them, but they're going to make it difficult on us, and they're going to be little bitches.
Yeah. That's fine.
We've already seen that they're little bitches, right?
Yeah, and that's fine.
I don't want little bitches.
That's fine. My team ain't made up of little bitches.
But listen,
so
Kenny, if they get the Pistons involved in like a fight, they're going to be like, "Hey, let's just try to knock these guys out for the playoffs."
That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
I get that.
Stuff.
I get that.
Worried about little bitches.
You get
I get that.
suspensions.
You giving Charlotte a little more credit.
They are good. I mean,
they are good. They are good, but you give them a little more
You know
credit.
what I mean? In regards, I have zero concern about them winning this series.
Of course, yeah.
Zero, okay? But they're feisty, and I don't want dumb shit to happen.
No, I agree.
Shenanigans and all that stuff.
I got you.
All right. Last night, in case you fell asleep, Warriors beat the Clippers. Good game. So the Clippers are out. 126-121. Steph with 35. Had 25 in the second half. They play the Suns tomorrow.
Yep.
And the winner of that game gets to be the sacrificial lamb for the Thunder.
You know, when we talk about woebegone franchises, I don't think we give the Clippers enough credit.
They're right there, man.
Yeah,
They're not Lions.
I mean, Donald Sterling was their owner forever.
It don't matter who they got over there. It's
Magic
just-
Johnson. What's he ever done?
Take a look at this specimen. Hey, why don't you take your pants off for us? Like,
Yeah, it was
just
pretty bad.
creepy shit.
It was
Kenny,
pretty
you remember Donald Sterling?
KG,
Kenny?
you remember Donald
You said what?
Sterling?
Yeah, of course I
Yeah.
do.
Okay. All
Remember
right.
what did Magic Johnson?
That's when Adam Silver people liked him. He came in on fire.
What did Magic Johnson ever do for the black people?
I
That's what
don't-
he said that.
It was pretty
I
bad.
don't mind, like, legitimately, I don't mind this play-in stuff. I don't mind it at all.
No, it's entertaining. It's bad versus bad. It's entertaining. But now it stops because no 8 is beating a 1. God, please, knock wood. No 8 is beating a 1. But it could happen in the NHL, but you won't see that anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
I-
We do have the playoff schedule too at this graphic, and we just
Yeah.
want to.
All right, put it up.
Sunday, Wednesday are the home games. There you go. So, Shad and TB Lions fan, there is your Pistons basketball Minute.
And listen, y'all, for anybody wanting more or seeking more Pistons content, me and Kool-Aid are cooking up. We hopefully look forward to doing a Woodward Pistons episode right after the morning show here. So make sure to be tapped into the YouTube verse, and hopefully we'll have an episode out for y'all about an hour long, and we'll deep dive on the Pistons.
And we nailed it during the season. Well, in the postseason, it goes next level. That's the way it is, man. It's a huge story, being the number 1 seed, and we've been saying it. I've been saying it all year. Yeah, I want to go to the NBA Finals.
Are you guys ready for the last of the super chats? You ready for the super chats?
Shout out.
All right, let's go with McNug88. No, he did that one already.
We only got one, the Purple Puma.
The Purple Plum. Go ahead, take it on, Nick.
Shout out to Purple Puma. He says, guys, do yourselves a favor. Jordan Van Denberg from Georgia Tech. It's something there.
I was just looking.
Vandenberg.
Gosh,
Vandenberg.
I
Okay.
was looking at that yesterday. It's funny. That's we'll see. I went I was such a nerd last night. I really was.
You had fun, right?
Yeah, I had by myself.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't watching anything with the Wings, so yeah, I did the Barnwell thing.
You had Buddy's Pizza and you did some drafting.
Yeah, what a loser.
And watched the Little Red Wings.
All right, anything else, man?
No, that's the last super chat.
All right, so keep it tapped. Hey, check out the great content that these guys are doing, as KG said. Kool-Aid and KG, they're going to be doing that.
Woodward Pistons. We did an episode yesterday, but it was only 30 minutes. We hope to get a little bit more of an hour today. But
keep the run going.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that. Maz, just a reminder to everybody, we're going to be at the Massage Chair House next Thursday. We'd love to see you out there. Total team effort. I know Scott Bischoff's coming in. He's going to be with us through the Lions pick. Get a reaction from him, and then he's got to go bolt and do other things. Gordon, appreciate you. Great stuff this morning.
Yeah, quick shout out, Woodward Tigers. Hopefully, if we don't get delayed, then tonight, Woodward Tigers, we're going to have a post-game stream. Me, Nick Koloff, Jeff A. We got Damon in the house. We got a packed episode for you guys. So hopefully
shout out.
That'll be tonight, 7:10, 7:15.
Yeah. Love it.
Stay tuned.
Yep. Shout out. I'm gonna try and
playing by then.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna try and mess with y'all next week on the Woodward Tigers for sure,
you're
man.
complaining. You're good. You're going to be in the Champions Club.
I'm not complaining. I want them to play.
A kid in a candy store sitting there for 6 hours before the game.
At
We got
least
free ice cream.
At least let us in the park. If you're going to cancel it, at least let me get to that buffet, please.
They already made all the food. Come on.
Yeah, don't waste it.
Big D Energy coming up. Big D Energy coming up at 11. Of course, Bray and Shep, heavyweights as well. Listen, we'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you. Be safe today. Later.
See you guys.